There's no chance I would let Florida State get comfortable running the football and running their offense. I would take Florida State's offense, and I would say to Gus Malzahn, you are not going to run today. We're not. I'll put 10 people on the line of scrimmage. You are going to throw. Now, you could get burned doing that, and it could be a field day for the receivers, and everybody could go nuts. And that's great. I agree, Tom, but I would make you do it because you don't want to do it. It's not the basis for your offense.
Yes, but Tommy has shown a propensity to want to throw the deep ball even in limited pass attempts for the season.
Correct.
He could go for 450 if they decide to take that approach.
Well, to me, it beats the hell out of have somebody bludgeon you to death on the ground and hold the ball from my offense. Virginia's only chance is to get into a shootout. They're not going to stop Florida State a ton. Yeah. I do not, if I'm Virginia, want Florida State to run the ball down my throat, comfortable in their system, where everything's available to them, and I get the ball far fewer possessions to my offense, which is the strength of my team, my quarterback and my receiver, and my OC. That's I'm not doing that. You might light me up, and I'll adjust accordingly as the game goes on. Of course, I mean we get the evidence and we adjust, but I'm not going to let you just line up and run the ball the way you want to do it.
That defense is slow. That would be the problem. But they're on islands. If they're on islands, they're dead. Stanford's running by them. Stanford is running over the top. Of the secondary.
But Virginia got the ball back, and they held Stanford to 35 yards rushing. They took something away. They were willing to give up some big plays on defense to take away something, and they totally took it away. Now, stopping Stanford from running the football and stopping us from running the football, two different animals, agreed. I'm just talking about philosophically going in the game, what's my goal if I'm Virginia? And really, I think what everybody's goal is going to be when facing Gus Malzahn's offense is to take them out of that comfort zone. Listen, Tommy's made some big throws already this year and proven a few times, and that's true in the Alabama game too, that he could make a throw when he had to make a throw. But I'm still betting against him long term. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'm going to make him overwhelm me with evidence that he's going to beat me doing something that he's not as proficient at. He is much better as a runner. He always has been than as a passer. He's playing well as a passer now, but he's not. We're not asking him to throw the ball 25 times a game. We're not asking him to throw it 35 times a game. As a defense coordinator, I would ask him to. I'd take away the run as best I could. Easier said than done, but I think we're going to see that philosophy. Now, there are some defenses, Miami in particular, that may be equipped to do it without having to stack the box. Miami might just be like, we don't need to stack the box because we're good enough to just beat you.
Yeah, I think, two very different defenses. You're between a rock and a hard place with Virginia's defense.
Yes, you are.
The question you're asking here is, do you want more possessions or fewer possessions? I think you want fewer in this case. If you're Virginia, I'd rather play over the top, and yes, it'll be pitch and catch down the field. You'll be alarmed if they play zone, how open some of our receivers are underneath.
But why would you do that? That's the easiest throw in the world to make.
Because he will have misses on what is the equivalent of a 3-0 red light count for a pitcher. You're like, good God, are you even coming close to the strike zone? I want him to prove 6 times on Friday night that he can execute, and Florida State can execute 10 to 12 play drives without fumbling or without turning it over, and being patient, and then feeling the pressure of when we're on offense, because I'm looking at it from Virginia's perspective, and we're going to score with consistency. I think that you feel the pinch a little bit more in a lighter possession game, because that is also something Gus does not like at all. Gus wants more, and more. If I refuse to give him the ball and he's got a possession and a half in the first quarter because I'm taking my time on offense and I'm playing umbrella coverage on defense, I think that would be the path I would choose.
I think we would be in an argument in the room because I want my quarterback, who's 24 years old, to be out on the field as often as possible. He's my best player. He gives me the best chance to win the game. I don't trust my defense to ever get a stop. And if we're going to limit possessions and Florida State's efficiency is going to be 90-something%, I'm just not going to win the game. I need more at bats. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, you spring traps in the red zone is what you do. You get them down in the red zone. You hope they kick 3 instead of 7. I mean, it's a 3-not-7 game.
Yeah. Well, this is all in theory.
Sure,
I'm with you.
I think if you play track meet, you're going to lose 49-28 or 49-24. I think that's the recipe for that. But if you shrink it and we're not snapping the ball unless there's inside of 5 seconds on the clock, unless we see something, they do the same thing we do, which is often explosive. They will get up and they'll snap it quick.
Yeah, sure.
But if it's a standard 2nd and 4 because I hit a nice pass on first down, if they're snapping it with more than 15 seconds on the play clock, they're nuts, I think. I think you need to shrink this game as much as possible.
I think they'll gauge early. Obviously, success rates will matter. I mean, this is true of any coach anywhere. We could all go. It's the classic Mike Tyson. Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. We'll see. I mean, you get out there, you might look and see, oh, well, we're going to get exploited here all day. Don't want to do that. Adjust. Or you may see something that you really like in a matchup that you have, and you decide either to up or slow down tempo. Yeah, I'm with you. It's a game of adjustments.
Where I understand your point is that defense is lacking, and you're in trouble no matter what you do. I was aghast. And look, they might have some things that they didn't put on tape because they're waiting for Florida State, but
I don't think so.
I'm aghast at some of the plays I've seen in the NC State, the Stanford game. I watched half of William and Mary. Why? I don't know. But these guys are just open. You're going, wow, what the hell? If I was one of those fans, I'd go, like the energy we felt for Adam Fuller in the beginning of his career when we got guys lining up beyond the line to gain, halfway into the end zone. Things like that where you go, what are they even trying to do? What is the goal? What is the goal here? It was that bad for many stretches over their first month of the season.
Yeah, I'm going to tight window this thing, and I want them to make those throws. And you may have a ton of one-on-ones, but I'm going to test Florida State's receivers and quarterback if I'm on defense against us right now. I'm taking away the run, and I'm saying, make that throw. And maybe he does. And maybe we get beat. Maybe you adjust accordingly, but I'm going to make him do it.
Well, I don't mind that until it's 14-0 or 14-3 or 14-7. Like if they do it twice in a row, I'm like, all right. That was nice to try.
Yeah, we tried. We gave it a go.
He takes a deep shot. He misses him. Oh, and his hands are on his helmet because he missed him and it was wide open. And now it's 3rd and 7 and they get 6. Like I could see that. Man, I don't know. They are slow.
Good. It's good to hear. I thought so too, Tom. Some of the Stanford game this morning was what I was watching. I was like, okay, feel pretty good about this matchup.
That poor Stanford offense, boy, oh boy, they're tackling dummies out there. That poor roster. Stanford.
It's not a good roster.
That game on the 19th is going to be, as long as we get off the bus, we're going to be fine.
Weird 10:30 at night game. Let's see if we had to go through the motions and all that.
Holy cow, though.
But so far, they haven't gone through the motions, and that is the big thing here. We want to continue to see a group that approaches these games with a vigor that makes you proud. Like they care deeply about the opportunity. I know it's cliche, and we hear our head coach talk about opportunities incessantly, but they've seemingly taken that to heart when they get out there on Saturdays.